And welcome back to a whole new episode of Los Pina Bros. I am Mando and I am here joined with my baby brother.
Mr. Pina Zombie.
And no, sorry ladies, Alberto333 is not here with us today.
Oh man.
Yeah. But this is fun. Alex, we haven't done one with just us two. We're always never around at the same time. It's either us three or it's always me and Betin. But
I thought we did one.
did we? I don't think so. At least, well, I don't know. We've done a couple of, I'm surprised we've done as many episodes as we have.
Yeah.
But it's fun doing these. The last yay or nay episode, the last episode we did before our little break that we took, got a good place. So thank you for everybody for listening. We just do this for fun. This is just like we just like to talk and shoot the.
You like to talk.
I do like to talk. Man, you like to get mad at me all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we don't do these.
I don't get mad at
Oh
anything.
no. Oh
I'm a
no.
nice one.
No. You have opinions. I mean, they're wrong opinions,
Yeah,
but
opinions.
yeah, opinion. Oh, we should have a segment called opinions. But yeah, the last episode we did was the year nay, and then we talked about what the upcoming movies were for the next upcoming 6 months. Um, but we saw Knock at the Cabin. I don't know. Did we talk about that?
Yeah,
It was
we
before.
talked about that one.
Did we see that? Did we talk? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Well, it was good.
We talked about it.
It was good. It was a good M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah. Why are you making fun of the man?
I'm not making fun of the man. Is it Shyamalan?
Shyamalan.
And
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's his pretty good movie. What was the last one he did before this one?
Old, I think.
Oh, I didn't see that one. You saw it, no?
Yeah, it was okay. It went on for a lot longer than it needed to.
So you're saying it got old real quick.
Yeah.
Zing!
Yeah, it was fine. It just needed to end faster. It would have been better as like a 30-minute movie. Like if he did it for Cabinet of Curiosities, that would have been cool.
If it was like an episode opposed to like a whole, like a Twilight Zone type of thing.
Yeah, I think it would have worked a lot better. Like there were some moments where I was like, "You're just trying to elongate this film." Like,
yeah,
if you cut it shorter, it would have been nicer. But it wasn't bad. It was fine.
No, I really enjoyed the Knock at the Cabin. Bautista he keeps surprising me with his acting. Like, I think we were talking about John Cena a little bit earlier about like Peacemaker. How, when I saw John Cena, I didn't like I thought he'd be like doing the Marine 20 right now.
Yeah.
But like
you gotta believe.
Yeah, he has acting chops, and so does Batista. And the fact that Batista
just
keeps
because we have one wrestler that doesn't know how to act, The Rock,
yeah.
The Rock, that doesn't mean the other ones can't.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised. Yeah, Batista was good in this movie. Like, he should be maybe considered for a nomination, but I mean, it's not gonna happen.
They don't nominate horror movies.
Yeah, but they did nominate what's it called? His first movie, The Sixth Sense. So that was nominated.
Well, yeah.
But no, Batista, I think really stole the show. His acting was really good,
Yeah,
very subdued. You really felt for his character. But yeah, Knock at the Cabin. I keep wanting to say Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
But Knock at the
Cabin in the Woods.
And then we did see Megan, and I think we talked about that one. That one was.
Did we talk about that one?
Yeah, I think we saw that before we recorded. See, it's been such a long hiatus. The last episode we also talked about was like we were waiting for the DC slate, which is what we're going to talk about a little bit today because there's been so much talk about the first chapter of the new DC universe. But what other? Did you see anything else?
I saw Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre.
Yeah, what is that? What's Ruse de Guerre? Is that supposed to be John? Was it Statham's last name or something?
No, his last name is Fortune. His name is Orson Fortune.
And this is what's his name's new movie?
Guy Ritchie. Yeah, I think Guy Ritchie I think is my favorite director, and this one's just like this is the worst movie I've ever seen from him.
But by saying that, that's not even. Is that like even a bad thing? Might be his weakest movie, but is it like bad movie?
It's really weak. Like I was like, oh, at least he'll have some awesome like wordplay, or there'll be some cool shots. It sucks. I mean, Josh Hartnett and Hugh Grant.
Yeah, Hugh Grant. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. They complement each other. So because I guess Josh Hartnett is an actor in the movie, and he's trying to entice Hugh Grant's
Yeah.
character so he can like get in with them, but like he's like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to die. But then he loves Hugh Grant, and
You
he's
can't.
like, "Let's do it! This is awesome!" And he has a
Oh
great time.
yeah, that is so weird because that was the first trailer, and then like in the new trailers, the teasers or whatever, because this movie was pushed back because there was some controversy. I think because like the bad guys were Ukrainian.
I don't think they were. I
I
don't
think
even
I
know.
think original they were
Maybe.
or something like that. So they pushed it back. But the teasers you see now for that movie, they don't show Josh Hartnett. Like they don't
Yeah.
even show that plot. They just show Aubrey Plaza and
Jason
Jason
Statham
Statham. I
shooting
said
each other.
Jonathan Statham earlier, didn't I?
Ew.
Yeah, Jason Statham. They
And
just show
Carrie
them.
Yules? Is that his
Yeah,
name?
yeah. They just show them like if it's a James Bond movie.
Like a James Bond movie. Yeah, and
I hate when they do that.
but I mean it's mainly them. Josh
Yeah.
Hartnett doesn't even come out in it too much, but
I wonder if they
it,
cut his stuff out.
it's very like if you've seen a spy TV show or a spy episode, then this is it. It doesn't feel like a movie. It doesn't feel extravagant. It's which is weird for Guy Ritchie because like Man from Uncle is fun. I
Yeah,
love that movie.
That's a good movie.
It's fun. Even
That
though when there's
cannibal guy does a
cannibal.
good job.
Yeah, he does a good job being an upstanding citizen.
Yeah.
And there not eating people was great.
Oh, you know he ate. No,
Yeah.
not gonna.
Tomb Raider wouldn't let him.
Woo! You wanted to? Oh, I'm not. Stop.
Yeah.
I wanted to say all the raiding her tombs and not chowing. Nope, that's it. But well, that sucks. He's
The
gonna have some more
Covenant's
stuff.
coming out next month though, so I'm excited for that.
Which was that? That's
The
another
Jake
movie.
Gyllenhaal one where he's trying to save the interpreter.
Oh yeah. I did see that trailer. The one you put on. That one looks
see
good.
that one looks good. That one looks really good. So maybe I don't know if he like did this one for the money or he's like, oh, I get to work with all my guys. But like, see, like even
Did he write it?
He wrote it with two other people. Maybe it
Oh.
was theirs and he just like tried to fix it.
I guess. I don't know.
But yeah, like even Aubrey Plaza seemed like a very strange choice for him. Like I wouldn't see him casting Aubrey Plaza.
Does she act like Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's her character in the movie. It's supposed to be like that, or is she like adding her own Aubrey Plaza-ness to that character?
I don't know.
Because if you're gonna pick Aubrey Plaza, you want her to be Aubrey Plaza. Like you want her to be like just monotone and just sarcastic.
That's what she does. But
you know.
it felt to the point that it's like, hey, be weird. Like they were asking her, like, do the weirdest Aubrey Plaza you can be.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, sure, paycheck.
Paycheck, I can do this.
Yeah, I mean,
or I'll be like, I can do this with my eyes closed.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, okay. Guy Ritchie, I sure, he's a guy. I'll work for him.
Said he's ready to do Aladdin Part 2. I don't think they should make
even with Will Smack and Smith.
Oh, Will Smith. Yeah, is that what you call him, Will Smack and Smith? Oh man, I make slapping look good.
Yeah.
Welcome to Slap.
Yeah, getting slappy with it. Yeah. Nah.
Oh man. Yeah, no, he said that he's ready to make part 2. I hope, the only reason I would want to see a part 2 is if they make Aladdin have more stuff to do. I actually don't want to see the Will Smith character because the way the last one ended, you don't need him. Like I feel like the genie story is done. You can have him, and I'm sure they will put him in because it's Will Smith, and I'm sure Disney wants to put Academy Award winning slap happy Will Smith.
Yeah.
but like I don't see a reason for his character to be in Aladdin.
I mean, I think the only reason it would work is if he doesn't have any of the genie's powers, but he retains like some knowledge of the genie. So
yeah,
he becomes more of like a good Jafar. Like he can do like Sultan, not Sultan. Was he like Vizier?
Oh yeah, the Vizier
things. Like he can like mix up a potion, but it takes him a while to do things. But he's just like a sort of mage type of character. I think that'd be fun.
I hope they give Aladdin more things to do if they do a second one.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, or
have
just
him
call
act.
it Jasmine.
Yeah, otherwise just make it about Jasmine because it was her movie in the first one, which is fine.
Yeah, that's
which
good.
I would have been fine with because she was great in it. But
yeah, she's good. But Aladdin needs to do some stuff, and Jafar needs to be written like Jafar.
I think you skip him. I think you skip him for the second one.
Yeah, you do Prince of Thieves for the second one.
You can do like a Prince of Thieves, but I think they can just come up with their own idea. I think they said that they're not gonna follow like the Aladdin trilogy. Well, they say that, but Jafar's gonna come back. Like, there's no way you don't bring Jafar back.
Jafar's also.
They probably have like The Rock play him or something. After what happened with Black Adam, he needs. I'm sure he still wants to play in that sandbox.
The
And
Rock,
then
please don't come with your tan and beige costume that you use for every single one of your movies.
like, can we have this movie that takes place in the desert, and can we move this to the jungle? You know,
God, God,
yeah,
help me, Shazam!
yeah. But what else?
I
So
don't think we talked about Megan. I don't think we did a
did
Megan episode.
well, I think we talked a little bit about it, but if not, we can talk about it right now
Yeah,
before
but
we get into the DC slate. I mean, we saw Megan. It was the first. I think this was our first horror movie of the year. I really liked it. I
oh
think
yeah,
I gave it a B plus. It was funny. Basically, what I enjoyed was that it basically made fun of my children, because it basically shows that all kids are like selfish and addicted to tablets. Like, it was just making fun of that type of the children that are just like, give me my tablet. You don't understand. I need it.
yeah,
They made fun of the TikTok. It was funny
yeah.
because
The Tiki Tok,
it's on Peacock right now.
yeah,
So
the Picky Pock.
the Picky Pock, and I Gabriel was watching it with me, my son. And then he's the movie starts. This isn't like spoilers or anything, but it starts off with like a commercial for like a Furby type of toy, and Gabriel, like, out of, he's like, I want the blue one. Give me the blue
Yeah,
one. And I'm like, dude, it's not real. He's like, yes, it is. It's right. And like, dude, it's not a commercial. And I think I think the fact that they started it, because when we saw it in theaters, it started with that commercial thing. And we're like, what is this? And it looked like a real commercial.
yeah,
I mean, they have like a little joke about like a dog dying, and that's why you should buy like the little robot pets or whatever.
yeah.
But Megan, it was good. It wasn't scary. My 10-year-old daughter was able to watch it. She wasn't scared. I think it was more funny than anything. And but it was one of those things where we're like, white people, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna, did no one watch Terminator? I mean, how do you create an artificial intelligence and without any type of like parental parameters, letting it grow by itself? Like, what the hell do you think is gonna happen?
She's gonna save your niece.
Yeah, she's gonna protect your niece by any means necessary, but basically killing people or whatever. But it was fun. It was interesting. The rated R version is on Peacock. I haven't seen that one. I'm interested to see what they cut out. I think,
Or who they cut into.
yeah, or they couldn't, yeah. But I think all family can watch it. I think it's funny just because it talks about our society as a whole, how we're obsessed with social media and how we're addicted to our electronic devices. So I thought it was a good satire on that. But I don't know. What else did you think?
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was fine. I give it like a B. It was a fun time. Megan does a good job. Marnie, aka female Henry Cavill.
Yeah, ever since you said that, no, I think we did talk about that because we brought that up with Betty, and I was like, you kind of ruined her for me because now that I see her, I see like a female Henry Cavill. She has a little butt chin, she has the blue eyes and the black hair, and it's just like, I'm like, how the little black kid tells Paul Rudd, like,
If
you
you
white,
white, you
you
Ben
Ben
Affleck.
Affleck.
You
Now it's
are
like that,
white.
yeah. So it's like that. Now it's gonna be like, you white, you Henry Cavill. But yeah, it was a good movie. It was a good time. So if you guys have Peacock, totally watch it. Let us know what you think of the unrated one if you see that one. Um, but other than that, we just actually, you know what we finished watching right now, before we started the podcast, we they released a new trailer for. They made a new Ninja Turtles movie, a new computer animated movie. This would be the second computer animated movie for the Ninja Turtles.
I like
And
turtles.
yeah, you know that kid. They're gonna find a way to put
They
that in
better put
there.
them in.
There's gonna be some TV segment in there. It's like, so did you see what happens? Like, I like totals.
They
Um,
better put them in there. Seth Rogen better put.
yeah, yeah.
I like turtles.
I'm sure he's gonna do that as like because he's playing Bebop. He's gonna play every computer animated pig.
Who else
But
did he pick?
he played Pumbaa. He played Pumbaa.
Oh, he was
That's what I was
Pumbaa.
saying. He was
Oh.
Pumbaa in that lion garbage.
The
But
only lie was that movie being
you know
good.
what? I still can't believe that was a John Favreau movie, man. He's been on fire for like.
Yeah, I mean, he made a bunch of money off of it, didn't he?
I'm sure. Yeah, well, that guy can do whatever he wants now. He says Disney's like, here you go, John Favreau. Here's all the money.
Yeah.
But it looked nice. I was telling you that it looked like the art style is very.
Painting like.
Yeah, it's like oil on
Yeah.
canvas. So and I love that they made them look like little teenagers. They look like they're 13 years old.
Yeah. They're actually teenage.
Yeah, they're actually teenagers, not being played by like 30-year-olds and stuff.
And they're not humongoloids.
Humongoloids. Well, that was the thing that they say, right? Where they're like, what the heck are those? Like, they look like little Shreks,
Yeah.
which was the joke when the last two like Michael Bay movies came out.
Ugh.
They were like giant, like steroid using Shrek monsters. But now I like that. Yeah,
with
they
Pampers on their head.
with a diaper on there. Yeah. So now I like the fact that they look like kids and they're being played by kids.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which I don't think they've been played, at least in movies or in the cartoon or the animated movies and stuff. So that's good to see. I'm excited. It has I think it's made by the people that did like the Mitchells, Into the Spider-Verse and Mitchells versus the Machines. And those are two great movies that I highly recommend. So, but that looked fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I mean, anything else before we get into DC slate?
Well, before I didn't know what to watch yesterday. I was gonna watch Peacemaker, but then when I turned on Peacemaker, it showed what happened in like some of the events in the Suicide Squad, and I was like, I remember liking that movie, but I remember also thinking like, it's not as good as I want it to be. But that was when it came out. That's what I thought of it, and this is probably the second or third time I've watched it. It felt a lot better this time. Like I thought it was like a really, really fun movie this time around. Maybe because I knew what to expect, so I was just looking forward to it. But yeah, it's a lot better than I remember it being, and they better bring back Joel Kinnaman.
Well, we'll see what James Gunn does. So sit back, relax. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll get into the DC slate real quick.
Gotta believe.
All right, and we're back. So today's main topic, we're going to talk about the DC slate, what DC movies are coming up, and then what James Gunn,
the big gun
revealed. Yeah, because our last episode was like the day or two before he revealed it, and we're like, oh, do you think he's going to reveal anything? And then the next day after our episode posted,
maybe he's the one of the 12 plays.
Yeah. But, yeah, so basically James Gunn came out and talked a little bit about what's going to be coming up in the first chapter. Marvel does phases, phase 1, 2. We're in phase 4?
5?
Are we in 5? Oh, yeah, because Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, came out. That one just came out.
And apparently didn't do well, right?
Yeah, a lot of people aren't enjoying the Quantumania. I think it was what we said that, like, the first two were such like jovial, like fun type of little movies, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom! No, we're gonna world build the crap out of this one because we got Kane to build up, and then I think it kind of took people out of it. I mean, it still made money. It's a Marvel movie; they all make money.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't think
I could wait.
Yeah, I think in our last episode I said I couldn't wait to watch it, but after talking to some people, and after just seeing the reviews, it kind of put me off a little bit. So I'm just gonna wait until Disney Plus. So it'll probably be on there. Like we're in March right now. Probably be there like by late April, early May. So it's fine. I can wait.
That's fine.
I can wait.
Paul Rudd's cool and shows Michelle Pfeiffer. Well, the whole cast is cool. But yeah, I can wait.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, let's get into it. So there's gonna be a couple of movies before this chapter 1 thing starts. The movies coming out this year is probably the last of, I guess you can call it the DCEU or the Snyderverse.
Ugh.
Yeah.
The Snyderverse.
So we got coming up. We got Shazam actually comes out this month, which I'm actually excited for. I'm going to take the kids to go see that.
Yeah, that seems like fun. It's a good time. Zachary Levi's cool.
Yeah, and we got, after that, it's going to be Flash.
Man.
Oh, do you want to talk about that? Because so after our last episode, we were all laughing about,
militants
been Ezra, and how we were kind of put off, obviously, by Ezra and their tech, just everything that's been going on.
Everything.
With Ezra. We got to talk about Ezra, but then the Super Bowl.
Talk about Ezra.
Yeah. And then Super Bowl came by, and they showed a teaser, and then they showed the full trailer on like YouTube. And man, god damn it, take my money now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what multiverse they stepped into to get that Ezra Miller, but that guy was cool. And that preview was amazing. It was great.
Yeah, that was the first thing I asked you. It was like, what did you think? I'm like, I don't know who that guy was, but he was acting. Yeah. And like, he didn't seem like a psycho. So,
yeah, that he seemed awesome. I mean, that looks incredible. It looks great. I was kind of like, when James Gunn said like, this is a really good movie, one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen, I was like, okay, I mean, maybe he's just saying that because he's part of the DC, but no, it looks incredible. It looks like so much fun, and Michael Keaton is the best.
Yeah, when you just see Michael Keaton, and then he just comes up and he's just smiling, and he's just like, you know, he's gonna say it, and he's just like, I'm Batman.
Yeah, I'm Batman.
Yeah,
he knows who he is.
Yeah, it's like you get Michael Keaton 89 Batman. You get two Flashes in here. There's like some cool Flash like fight scenes that they teased.
Yeah, when they both do like the starting like ready set go thing, yeah, and like their feet touch.
Yeah,
that part looks awesome.
And then when he just does that like jumping on that wrestling move on whoever he's fighting, on Zod or whatever.
Oh yeah. So all that looks great. I mean, that one shot is perfect where it's like, Batman, what do we do? Try to survive. And then you just see Supergirl come out of nowhere. She stops the bullet and punches the bad guy before they can touch Michael Keaton. It looks great. Supergirl looks freaking badass.
Man, it's just, yeah, you see Ben Affleck as probably his last time as Bruce Wayne telling, you know, I was going to say Ezra, well, telling Barry Flash, like, you know, don't mess up the time continuum because you can, like, don't go back in time because you can mess it up. And
he went back in time to when he was not crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why they're doing a great job.
Yeah. So, and he's in the blue and gray suit. You see a bunch of like Michael Keaton suits that like make you think of all the other adventures he had after like 1992. There's like the gray and blue suit. They have like the night, like a Tim Burton-esque nightmare version of like the Ben Affleck suit. Like it looks great.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's Michael Keaton looks like he's 70 years old and he's still Batman.
He's Batman.
And just, you know, Supergirl, like I can't wait to see her whoop some ass.
You better use the Supergirl in the Supergirl movie, James Gunn.
But well, here we'll talk about that as we go along. But yeah, I mean the Flash trailer was probably my favorite trailer that came out during Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was good. It looks great. It's probably the most excited I've been for a DC movie in a long time.
Right. But yeah, I mean, let's keep going down the list then. After Flash comes out, we're supposed to get Blue Beetle. That's supposed to be, I think, like around August. Xolo Maridueña from Cobra Kai is going to be in it. That one looks cool. It's basically Guyver, basically like this kid with an alien, you know, Iron Man suit that looks like a Blue Beetle.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and so we're gonna see him, which we haven't really seen teenagers in the DCU or whatever. Besides, I guess the Shazam kids, but when they turn into superheroes, they're adults.
Yeah.
So we'll see that, and then we're gonna end it with Aquaman this December, and then that'll be the end of what we know of the current DCU before jumping into James Gunn and Paul Safran's new DC universe, which he titled, what was it, Alex?
Gods and Monsters.
Gods and Monsters. So they did say. So basically, what happened is James Gunn came out and he had like a 10-minute thing where he was just talking about these movies. Basically, he said this is what we can expect from Chapter 1, and kind of the books that inspired what we're gonna see. Recently, he's very active on social media, so we've seen a bunch of people keep asking him things, and he's always, which I don't think is a great idea, to be conversing with the fans so often.
I think that's awesome.
I mean, it is to a point, but I think it's like, dude, like, just do your work. Like, just, I'm sure it'll speak for itself when it comes out. Like, you don't have to keep, you know, answering to everybody. But, you know, I mean, if that's what he likes to do, good on him.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's like very Kevin Smithy. Like, he's part of the fans, so he wants to know, and if he wants to know, he wants you to know. So he's like, yeah, let's go, let's talk.
He's always been very transparent, which I respect. So But so basically, the first chapter, he says, we're going to see things both in TV and film.
Oh, yeah, I didn't write that one.
And what was that?
The first one is Suicide Squad. People know.
We're going to get Amanda Waller. Yeah. So we're going to have the Amanda Waller show. So those who've seen the Suicide Squad, and I guess the original Suicide Squad, and basically Peacemaker, we're going to jump right into Amanda Waller. She's basically this government official that does all these dirty deeds.
Done dirt cheap.
And there you go.
Or done at a high price, probably.
Yeah, basically at a very high price.
I'll buy it at a high price.
So
not enough cash, yeah. Stranger.
Yeah, that comes out later this month too, right? Resident Evil 4 remake. But so we're gonna see Amanda Waller played by Viola Davis, who's always badass.
Yeah, Viola Davis is a beast.
This is gonna take place after Peacemaker, since that's gonna be put in the back burner for a while. So all the characters you loved in Peacemaker will probably show up in Amanda Waller. So you're gonna see like basically DC's version of S.H.I.E.L.D., but with a very darker undercurrent.
S.H.I.E.L.D. was a good time though.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show.
Coulson's the best. Bring Coulson back.
Yeah. Hashtag bring Coulson back.
That should be your next phase. Bring Coulson back.
Phase 6 is just all Coulson. That's how it ends. Best. Secret Wars, King Dynasty. You just bring all the Coulsons back. All the variants.
They should do the Skrull invasion, but have Coulson leading the Skrull invasion, and then that's an evil Coulson, and then you get the good Coulson. It's like, which one's the real Coulson? Just Why Coulson. Is Coulson alive?
Coulson Apocalypse.
That would be the best.
Yeah, that's Phase 7. You're jumping way ahead. And this is DC.
That'd be cold, son.
But other than that, we got a new animated show that's going to be on HBO Max as well. That's going to be the Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
So basically what James Gunn said, that what they're doing, what hasn't been done before, through his leadership and Safran's, is he was kind of upset of how DC and Warner Brothers were kind of just letting anybody do a TV show. Like, there's been how many Flash? We've had like 2 Flash shows. We've had Gotham. We've had a bunch of Superman shows, but nothing's ever connected. And under their leadership, they discussed that they are going to make sure there is like one universe. There are things that will exist out of there, like Matt Reeves' The Batman's going to be its own universe. And that will be
Phillips' Joker.
And yeah, Todd Phillips' Joker. That's going to be under a label called Elseworlds, which if you read the comic books, there's a thing called Elseworlds, which is basically, it's just a different universe. But there will be a mainstream DC, and the people who play them in the movies will also talk them in animated shows and in TV shows and in video games. So it's a very unified DC universe, which is now no more DCU, just simply DCU.
DCEU. Yeah. What is that?
I don't think
that seems like a university.
It was probably
DCEU.
That's the thing. They never had, but that's the thing about DC compared to Marvel. Marvel had Marvel Studios. DC now has its own studio, and they never even had a name. I think the reporters came up with the DCEU. So now that's why James Gunn is like, this isn't the Gunverse, this isn't the Safran-verse, Snyderverse. It's just the DC universe. So that's cool. So Creature Commandos, that's kind of cool. That's kind of like a horror thing where it meets WW2. We're going to see like Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein. Weasel from Suicide Squad is going to be in there.
So this takes place, is that going to take place after Suicide Squad?
I don't know. I don't think he was that forthcoming with whether this takes place, because I think that was created back like they're supposed to be in World War II.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And
because Kinnaman's dad is in it.
Yeah.
Not Rick Flag. Kinnaman.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's his name.
Chill out, Lyndon.
Yeah.
Chill out, Rick Flag.
So Rick Flag Sr. is supposed to be leading these group of misfits. So that's going to be an anime show. Everything's written. They said that they're almost done with the cast. So basically, whatever you see in this cartoon, whoever plays Frankenstein and these other creatures are going to play them in live action as well. After that, what do we got? This is what we've been talking about, I feel like, in the last couple of episodes. Superman Legacy. We're going to get a new Superman movie in 2025. No Henry Cavill, which, really breaks my heart.
That's fine. He could come back later.
I'm sure he can, yeah. I mean, again, everything now, multiverse. So that's the thing. But so he wanted a younger Superman, someone who's not in his 40s, Which, God, that makes me feel old the way he says, like, we want a Superman's not in his 40s, which I'm like, I'm 38 right now. I'm like, does that make me old?
You know who should come out in Superman Legacy is Christopher Reeve's son. He looks like Superman.
Oh, I was like, does he have a son? I'm like, yeah, he does.
He's 30 years old.
Oh,
he looks.
But is he an actor?
No, he doesn't have to. He could come out as like a different version.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure. Well, Gunn is a fan, so I'm sure he can put that in there. But Superman Legacy, he didn't really talk about into detail what we can expect, other than it's a younger Superman dealing with both his Kryptonian heritage and his human heritage. So when you think about that, it's called Superman Legacy. What comes to mind, Alex? What do you think we're gonna see?
I don't know. I just want to see.
He did say it's gonna be he's a more hopeful version of Superman.
Yeah, that's what I want to see with Superman.
In a world that's very cynical.
I want to see the Superman that would have been Superman in the Smallville universe. That's what I want to see. Like, if Tom Welling were to ever be Superman, that's the Superman I want.
Instead of teasing us with a CGI monstrosity that doesn't hold up after 10 years.
Okay. It didn't hold up when it came out.
Yeah, it didn't.
I
still love that show, though.
Yeah, just seeing a nice... I mean, Henry Cavill tried being hopeful Superman in the Snyder Cut and in the end of Black Adam.
Excuse me, sir. It's called Zack Snyder's Justice League.
You're making fun of a whole bunch of people. I'm just making fun of Snyder.
I love Snyder, man. But
yeah, I just want a The thing I always talk about Henry Cavill is Henry Cavill does not fill me with hope. Henry Cavill seems like a guy you want to hang out with. You can have a beer with him and you can talk and have a good time. I don't need that from Superman. That's why I always said he could be the Eradicator, because the Eradicator is badass and he kicks ass, and that's perfect for Henry Cavill. But Superman, I need someone that I can rally behind. Someone who gives a speech and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna be fine.
I thought you say like you had me at hello.
Yeah. No, but that's the Superman I need. Like, that Christopher Reeve Superman fills you with hope. You see that man, you're like, yeah, we're making it. He can guide you through the darkness. He can restart the sun. Mm. Like, that's the Superman I want. And I don't think we've ever really gotten that Superman.
I think me and Bettina talked about in the last couple of episodes about that. It's like we haven't seen that fully formed version. We've seen aspects that we've liked in different mediums, from whether it's the 90s cartoon, Smallville, Lois and Clark, like Superman and Lois right now, but we haven't seen that epitome of it. They either go all crazy with the, bumbling Clark, or like you said with Superman, they try to deconstruct him where it's like, when it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, you're right. He's supposed to be a hopeful character almost from the get-go. Like, his smile should be enough for you to be like, oh shit, like, this is a horrible thing that's going on in the world, but his smile it shows us that it's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
he's your friend.
Yeah, he's everyone's best friend, and it's not false. Yeah. And it's also like, the Snyder ones, god damn, like Man of Steel, they really like just drove that screwdriver into your heart with, he's Jesus Christ. Yeah. Understand, he's Jesus Christ.
I think that's what they've done in the last. Even Superman Returns did that with like the whole Jesus pose and everything of him dying and.
It's too much. That's not like, Superman is your best friend, and like, I mean, I think like Justice League Unlimited or Justice League did him the best. Yeah. He's perfect, and he's your best friend. He's nice. He's jokeful. He can make Batman smile. Like, he's that guy. He's cracking jokes when there's a kryptonite bullet like in his heart, and then Batman's like, I don't know if I have enough time. To do surgery.
He's like, yeah, Clark, why don't you lose a sense of humor?
Why don't you go buy one?
Yeah.
Perfect, especially because he's a billionaire. It's funny. It's great. And then you see him when he cracks a little bit and he's like, I live in a world made out of cardboard, but you can take it. And then he starts dishing out the punishment. Perfect. Like, they got him down to where he's supposed to be. He's your best friend, and you don't want to piss him off. He's not easily pissed off. But when you piss him off, you get Superman versus the Elite, and that's freaking awesome.
Where I think that's where, with this whole Gods and Monsters thing, I'm assuming that's where they're going to end up doing.
I would, yeah. If he fights Manchester Black, that'd be awesome. Instant lobotomy. Yeah. Perfect.
I'm sure.
Take them all out.
Yeah, I think they're going to have him go up against, like, the Elite, a group of, like, these anti-heroes that are very cynical and are like, no, we take out the bad guys by killing them. And Superman's like, no, we don't do that. We're better than that. We have to be better. We have and to show hope. So I think that's what Superman Legacy is about hope. Is basically what it's going to be at the end of the day, which leads to the opposite side of that coin, the Authority.
Let's go.
So the Authority is this Wildstorm creation, which is basically they were an analog of the Justice League created in the early 2000s, back when like they were trying to do a bunch of anti-hero, like darker, more realistic take on heroes. You got Apollo, who is like a Superman analog.
Midnighter.
You got Midnighter, who's basically Batman, who will beat the crap out of you and kill you. So he's a little bit of Batman and Punisher put together, and then like all these other characters. I think there's a character that can like control cities, and basically they're just a darker version of like the Justice League. And I think that's why they're gonna call it like Gods and Monsters. We're gonna see the good and the bad of being a superpowered being and how that affects like regular people like you and me.
Carl Urban should be Midnighter.
You think we want to do another similar character?
I mean, he's Batman. That's the closest he'll get to Batman. He should have been Batman, but I think he'd be the perfect Midnighter.
I think his Butcher is way too close to Midnighter for. I think it'd be like playing the same. Yeah,
be perfect.
But so I mean, I don't really know much about the Authority other like from what we explained. But I mean,
I only know them more from Garth Ennis's Kevin the Authority. Whenever he put them together, and they always seem like a fun time. I mean, Kev would be if they put Kev in there, that'd be great.
I can't wait for people to just be like, because in the comics, Midnighter and Apollo are basically, like I said, Batman and Superman analog, and they're lovers. And I just can't wait for people to be like, what? But they're so cool. Why are they kissing?
Yeah, man.
I'm sure there's gonna be some people like that. I'm sure, but it doesn't like it's what's it called? There's people. There are people like that out there. There's analogs for everybody.
Yeah, I think that's probably the one I'm most excited for.
It's just so
because
weird.
That's why, because it's such a Gunn thing to do.
Yeah,
it's like Polka Dot Man. You're one of the main characters. Perfect. The Authority. We're making this movie. Perfect. Yeah. That's great.
Especially to have it be your first like superhero team ensemble.
Yeah.
Instead of like a Justice League or a Teen Titans, you're getting like the Authority, which is like these badass mother effers who take no crap from anybody. And yeah, it's like, whoa, that's that.
Yeah, I think like on so many levels it's cool because it's like them doing, like you said, like right now them doing the Authority is like, we like these characters and we're gonna push them forward. Unlike Marvel, it seems more like, shit, what do we got? Moon Knight? Yeah, Moon Knight. What else do we got? Like, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Not to knock on Moon Knight, because I mean, you
I liked it. Yeah, Oscar Isaac is awesome. Like, it was a good show. I enjoyed it. But
yeah, you're right.
It seems like they ran out of characters and now they're just like, well, damn, what else? What else?
That's why I think DC has more teams outside of like...
DC just has more characters, or more well-developed characters.
Yeah,
that you don't like I was telling Bettine and Christian Ruff, Marvel, as soon as you're done with the main Avengers squad, none of the other ones matter.
Unless you're like talking about X-Men, which is like that's their biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like X-Men, like if you were to tell me like Marvel wise is my favorite, is X-Men. It's always been X-Men.
Yeah, X-Men is awesome. But then even with that, like you don't have any legacy X-Men characters. Like as soon as you're done with like Cyclops, like the 90s X-Men.
Yeah.
You don't have anyone after that.
Other than the 50 versions of like Wolverine's kids and shit.
Yeah, because I guess he's an animal, right? But yeah, like you don't have anyone like I like Armor. She's cool. But like you don't see people being like, Armor, let's go. Like no one knows Armor that well. But like that's just enough. But Hope maybe. But you only have the mainstays, whereas in DC you could make a movie out of everyone in the Bat family except the Signal, because that costume's terrible.
Because he's supposed to be out in the day. That's why it's all yellow.
That's terrible.
Poor Duke.
Yeah, poor Duke. That's a terrible costume.
The Signal's such a bad name, too.
It is. That's why, like, I feel bad for him. I like the idea of Lucius Fox's...
His two boys. Well, his two sons are one's a Batman of New York and the other one's Batwing.
See, I think that's cool. But yeah, the Signal sucks. But like, you could make a movie out of Nightwing, Red Hood, Tim Drake. idiot Damian Wayne.
Well, that jumps into that's the next movie we're talking about.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So besides Matt Reeves, the Batman, we are also getting Vengeance, as he likes to be called by the ladies, or Mr. Vengeance if you're nasty.
That's the one with the terrible Joker.
Oh god, I like that guy. I like that kid, but it's like I'm done with that type of like. Oh, let's make him a freakishly weird like. Skin all boiled. Like, no, we already had that Joker. Make him a dapper Joker.
I would have loved a Daniel Day-Lewis Joker, a showman.
I'm sure James Gunn will bring Daniel Day-Lewis to be Joker in the main DC universe.
Be so awesome, man.
He comes out of retirement for this. Like, oh, well, you won an Oscar? I'm gonna win all the Oscars.
Yeah, he should with his left foot.
Yeah. But so we're getting Batman Brave and the Bold. So we're getting a Batman who's younger than a Ben Affleck, but probably older than, oh my god, what's his name?
Robert
Pattinson. So we're getting in between of that.
Who went through 4 boys.
Whoa. Wow. I'm sure there's a better...
The Brave and the Boys.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a Pornhub search if you ever... Jesus. But yeah, so we're getting a Batman. We're getting introduced to Damian Wayne, which, as you know, is not Alex's favorite Robin.
It's my least favorite Robin. Ever.
He is my least favorite Robin. I cannot stand that character because I think that's why James Gunn loves him, because he's like, he even explained in his pitches that he's a little SOB. Like, he's a jerk. He's an assassin. He's 10 years old. He's basically number 5 from the Umbrella Academy.
He's great though.
But like
number 5 is awesome.
But like times 10. So he's been raised
number 50.
Yeah, exactly. So he's been raised by the League of Assassins, and so so we're gonna see Batman with his son being Robin, and we're gonna see that dynamic of Batman. Obviously, there's gonna be Batman who I think has the no kill rule, having to train his son who knows nothing but killing, and how they clash.
Killing?
Oh wow! All right. Jeez. Brave and the Boys and butt killing. All right. You just been Ezra.
Yeah, it's Melican.
Oh my god. No, but forget we said no, but so Brave and the Bold, they said this is going to be the introduction to the Bat family. So and Gunn said there's going to be a few surprises. I'm sure Nightwing's going to pop out in there.
Yeah, I mean, that's exciting. Considering it's the 4th Robin that they're going off of, you don't have to like go through Dick Grayson. You don't have to go through Dick.
God damn it.
You don't have to go through Jason Todd, and you don't have to go through Tim. Like, they should be established already. Like, you could do like, all right, yeah, Tim Drake's already in the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
And Dick Grayson is in The Outsiders, and Red Hood is killing people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You jump in the world, which is different from Marvel, which they kind of already were building the blocks. Like, first you did an Iron Man, then you got a War Machine, all the way until you got Riri Williams as, Ironheart. But here, that stuff probably already exists.
Yeah.
So we're jumping into the deep end, which is fine because, we're going to see probably through this Robin's eyes, the Bat family.
Yeah.
So I hope we get to see Cassandra Cain. I know James Gunn, I think he had said previously that he is a fan of that version of Batgirl.
Oh, Cassandra Cain's the best Batgirl. Batgirl. And Barbara Gordon's better as Oracle.
I mean, I love her as both. So, but yeah, so I mean, that'll be fun to watch. The only time I've actually liked the Damian Wayne character was in the Super Sons animated movie, which came out, I think, late last year. It's on HBO Max right now. It's Superman's son teams up with Batman's son, and they're obviously both very different. Superman's son is very hopeful, and Damian's a little prick. And they have to team up and save their parents because the world's being taken over by Starro. It's actually a pretty good movie. And that's the only time I've liked Damian Wayne.
I only like Damian Wayne as a foil to Dick Grayson to show that Batman actually loves Dick Grayson more than...
So Batman loves Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let's keep going. So the next one on the docket, which you had mentioned, is previously it was Supergirl Women of Tomorrow. This is going to be based on Tom King, if I'm not mistaken's trade paperback, which sold out. When James Gunn did this whole announcement, like all the Grant Morrison Batman comics got sold. What was that Superman one he wrote? All-Star Superman. That one's gonna be
not to be
kind of the
confused
basis.
with All-Star Batman.
Yeah. Oh,
don't buy that.
Don't buy All-Star
Sorry,
Batman.
Jim Lee.
Yeah,
you're
we love
awesome.
you, Jim Lee. We love you.
You're great. The other guy, not so great, and that's why he doesn't make movies anymore.
Yeah. Oh man, Frank Miller. I love your one. But we're gonna
of his life
of Batman. But Supergirl Woman Tomorrow is basically gonna show the difference between Superman, who was raised as a human. He was sent here as a baby. We're gonna see Supergirl, who was we're gonna see Supergirl, who was raised on Krypton and got to see her planet destroyed.
That's fun time.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun for the entire family.
Is she gonna be Leia?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Alderaan.
Bye, Jimmy Smith.
Aww. But we're gonna see her. From what I understood from that comic book run, Woman Tomorrow is basically Supergirl. Excuse me. Gets it's her 21st birthday. She goes to a planet where there's a red sun, so she can get drunk because Kryptonians can't get drunk under the yellow sun. So she goes there. She meets up with a little girl whose village or whose planet got ravaged by this evil king. So it's basically a quest, like a Lord of the Rings quest, where Supergirl has to take this girl back to her planet and basically kill this bad guy who's destroyed her family and this planet. And basically through that, she has to come out the other and be the woman of tomorrow. So I heard that was a good run. I should probably buy that book. And I'm hoping, you said like you hope the actress who plays Supergirl in the Flash movie plays her. I mean, I'm hoping, because I mean, if you follow her on her social media, when they showed her, and I know we've talked about this before, when Andy Muschietti told her that she was going to be Supergirl, the radiance she had when she was so happy to find out that she was going to play this character, and she seems to care about this character a lot. She was so happy when she saw her reaction to the trailer for finally seeing her character.
I totally forgot she was in there until she came out. Yeah. She stole it, and Michael Keaton's there.
Yeah,
like Michael Keaton steals everything.
So yeah, man.
But she did I was like, holy shit, who's that? That's awesome. Supergirl is kicking ass.
Yeah, so we're gonna see. I'm hoping she sticks around, but we don't know what's gonna happen. But you know what? It's Andy Muschietti put Supergirl in his movie. James Gunn said that Andy Muschietti is going to do more stuff with them. So maybe this is the one. Maybe after The Flash, Supergirl Woman Tomorrow is the next thing on Muschietti's film list.
If she doesn't do that, then give her Power Girl. Just bring her back.
Yeah, you can do that. You can totally do that. That totally makes sense too, because she's from a different universe. So she can come in. But other than that, I think the last thing on here is Swamp Thing.
We also have the shows we didn't talk about.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about what shows we got.
Paradise Lost, and then Green Lanterns.
Yeah, so Wonder Woman doesn't seem to be having a movie in the horizon, but that doesn't mean her backstory isn't going to be told. They said they're going to do a very Games of Thrones-ish type of TV show for HBO Max, where they go to Paradise Lost and you see basically Wonder Woman's family, the Amazons, and how they ended up on this island away from like the world of man.
Go on the form of man.
Yeah,
Rise the demon.
Etrigan? Maybe it'll come out. Who knows? That wasn't. I wasn't too excited for that one. I think out of all of those, that was probably my least favorite one.
I'm pretty excited for that. I
want to see Wonder Woman. Like I want to see Wonder Woman.
I want to see Wonder Woman too. I think Wonder Woman's great, but I think this is what I wanted for Aquaman. And if I'm not gonna get that for Aquaman, I'll get it for Wonder Woman, which is like a Game of Thrones-y, like, if there's people trying to kill like Hera or is that Hippolyta, and they're trying to kill Hippolyta and take the throne from her and be like, your daughter is like the daughter of Satan or Hades or whatever. Like, if they try to like usurp Wonder Woman and Wonder Mama. That'd be awesome.
Hashtag Wonder Mama. You heard it here first.
I'd love to see her and like what are her best friends' names? Artemis and
they have Artemis. I'm sure Donna
Nubia?
Troy won't be. Oh, Nubia is her sister.
That'd be like, it'd be cool just to have so much time with this world, this island. Because I think when you think of like Themyscira, like, oh yeah, it's hot women training, and that's it. Like the best part of Wonder Woman 1984 or whatever
was the beginning, the prologue.
Them on Themyscira, them on Paradise Island, kicking ass, being badass. give me more of that. I want that. I want that super serious, take us serious. This is awesome.
You're right. I mean, those are actually some of the best parts. Like in Zack Snyder's Justice League, I love that whole expanded version of them fighting Steppenwolf.
Yeah, that was great. So seeing that, like, I'd love to see a Wonder Woman movie, but I think I want to see Wonder Woman already established as Wonder Woman, and not like, oh, who's this lady who's beautiful and stuff. Like, I don't need the first impression of a Wonder Woman. I've already had that. So I'd rather have her established as a character, have her whole island established, so that when she comes into the movie verse, she's like, yeah, I'm Wonder, and everyone knows who she is.
My thing is just that I don't know how long you can sustain. Like, what is the show? What's the end game of the show going to be? Like Game of Thrones is who sits on the Iron Throne, right? Basically. Mm-hmm. So it's like, will Paradise Lost is? Is it them like waiting to see until Wonder Woman's born? Is it them like, will it take place in the past and then like maybe come forward to the present time to see if the land of the Amazons will meet the land of man? Like, I guess I need to know a little bit more about it.
I guess I just see it like, I don't see any show, maybe Green Lantern, but I don't really see any show lasting more than a season. Like,
so you think they'll do the Marvel thing where it's just like a season-long movie type thing?
I think so. Like, I think you could definitely do that. Like, I mean, Peacemaker, I guess they are making season 2, but they're making the Waller show. I don't see...
It's because Gunn's going to be working on that Superman. He's writing the Superman movie, so he's working on that, and so he doesn't really have time to... I think they want him to direct Superman.
That's fine, but I don't see, like, a Peacemaker and Amanda Waller show going on consistently. That, to me, doesn't make sense.
I think it'll go back and forth. I mean, I'm not sure. But like I said, Jeremy Carver, who did Doom Patrol, is supposed to be writing... Waller.
Yeah,
along with
Jeremy Carver's amazing.
Yeah. And the writer, the showrunner, and I'm sorry I forgot your name, of Watchmen, which is also great. That's a 1-season show, and that show was great. And so they're both writing Waller. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll do that.
I mean, what I would love for Paradise Lost to be is it's modern. It's going on right now, like during the same time that Legacy and Brave and the Bold, like it should be current. I think. And, like, I would like to see that, is that they're trying to usurp Hippolyta because they find out that Wonder Woman, or they're trying to kill Wonder Woman because she's Hades' daughter or whatever. But end it with Wonder Woman coming to, like, here.
You mean Hades because you're going off of, like, the animated show?
Yeah, I think that's a better way to do it.
Than like, the Zeus one?
Then, yeah, she being made out of clay. Like, I think that's a perfect tale to be woven.
Yeah.
To, like...
to hide the story of like her real birth.
So her finding that out and her being like, you lied to me. Like, I think that would be a great season. And then you can end the season with her coming to like America or whatever. And like, you know what? I need time off. So I'm going to go here because if you've lied to me about how I was born, then you might have lied to me about what men are. And maybe we should go and like have a communication with them. And you can end that season with her coming here. And if that show does great enough and everyone loves the other characters, make another season with all the other characters. Make no Wonder Woman in Paradise Lost anymore. It's not called Wonder Woman. It's called Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
So make it about Nubia. Make it about Artemis. Make it about Donna Troya. Make it about them over there. I think that would be a great show. And you could just world build the shit out of it. Bring Faustus. Bring Ares. Bring everybody you could bring. And make that an awesome show, which I think you can. Like,
Felix Faust, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be great.
All right, fine. You sold me on Paradise Lost. All right, next one. Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
It's also going to be an HBO Max exclusive, which is funny because they've been trying to make a Green Lantern show for the last couple of years. First, it was going to be this big space opera type thing, and they were going to do decades. So, like, half of the first season was going to be like the 1940s with Alan Scott Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Then you would have seen the 1980s version with Guy Gardner. Yeah. But none of that stuff is happening now. So it's all gone. Right now they said they're going to do more Earth-based focused Green Lantern. We're going to get 2 of fan favorite Green Lanterns. We're getting Hal Jordan, and we're getting my favorite and the best, arguably, Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
And they're going to be basically a lethal weapon, or they said it was going to be more like True Detective, where they were going to find out, they were going to be on Precinct Earth. So they were going to focus on like a mystery that encompasses the entire DC universe, and I guess will probably be what Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, will be about. So
Yeah,
it's all everything's going to be interwoven.
that'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm very interested to see what that is. Like, if it's like True Detective, then that means it has to be some sort of crazy killer or something that they're chasing. Like, it'd be awesome to see, especially since it's Hal Jordan and John Stewart. Like, have it that Abin Sur was killed by a Yellow Lantern or something, and they didn't know what he was killed by or something. Like, maybe Hal Jordan thought that he just crash landed there or something, but they're investigating that murder, and then Hal Jordan's like, "What the hell's going on?" Have him have little leaks of him being a Yellow Lantern.
Yeah, the parallax.
And they're like, that would just be cool. Is like you see him going yellow for a second, and then John Stewart like brings him back, and you're like, damn, Hal Jordan could go evil. That'd be so great.
Yeah, I guess you can play with a ton of. I mean, that's the thing. They can play. They have so much history, and it's never been really done. I mean, they with Parallax, with the different lanterns. I mean, the fact that now there's like a bunch of Lantern Corps, which happened within the last 15 years, and because this is James Gunn, there's no way Larfleeze is not going to be.
Yeah,
they're going to put that Orange Lantern guy, the guy who his power is that he's just super selfish and greedy, and he likes to take everything for himself. So I'm sure there's gonna have that type of stuff going on.
He needs to put whatchamacallit in it too, since he loves Batmite so much. He loves all these little creatures.
Weird,
he needs to put Dexter in it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there's gonna be that evil power cat. So there's like, that's the thing about James Gunn. You can kind of get ideas of what he would love to see, and so you can kind of guess, and it's kind of fun guessing what he's gonna put in there. Yeah. You're right, Dexter. I can totally see him putting in there. I mean, he put Rocket Raccoon in the Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'm sure he's gonna have a cat that can vomit blood and create constructs come out. But yeah, I mean, what else? What was the last? Was that it? Was that all of them?
I don't know if we're missing another show.
Well, I think Swamp Thing. We talked about Swamp Thing. That's gonna be more horror based. Again,
I fight for the green.
Yeah, so that's gonna be more metaphysical. I think more like the Alan Moore stuff.
To play him.
Damn, that'd be good. That'd be a great voice for it. There's been talk. James Mangold said, I think he was trying to throw his hat in the ring for Swamp Thing, and James Mangold, bring it.
I mean, I love James Mangold. I need to see Indiana Jones 4.
5?
Nope.
Oh, you're right. It's Raiders, Doom, Last Crusade, and then Dial of Destiny.
Yeah.
There's no other.
Someone said that he got in a fridge at one point, but I
don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second.
Swinging with monkeys.
Yeah.
Never happened.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this. I'm excited we're gonna get another Superman movie. I just, like I said, I hope he can do it. And people were like calling him a liar on like Twitter. They were just saying like, you said before that you would never make a Superman movie, and so you're a liar, James Gunn. And it's like, no, I didn't want to make a Superman movie in the beginning because I didn't know if I could make one. So I made Suicide Squad. It wasn't until a year or so later when I had an idea for a Superman movie, and I went back and I pitched them that Superman movie. So it's not that I lied. I told them when they gave me the pick of Suicide Squad or the Superman, I was like, I'll pick Suicide Squad. That's more my leaning towards. And so,
yeah, sometimes people are dumb as hell. Sometimes I mean, it just, yeah, someone can change their minds too. Like if you have the ability to make a Superman movie after you've like, oh, I can make movies. I can make these movies. I can make, like, Suicide Squad had 70,000 characters in there. And he made it work. And I think, like, most of those characters, if not all of them, are lovable as hell.
Yeah, even though they're horrible people.
Yeah, but, like, Nanaue is, like, he doesn't even do much in there. He kills, King like, Shark 3 people. Shark. And he's great. He's such a good time.
There was also talk of Ben Affleck coming back into the DC, not as Batman, but, like, as a director. Do any of these strike you as something he would do? Or do you think maybe... Not yet. Like, we got Brave and the Bold. You think he'd want to direct Batman?
No, I don't. I think that'd be a slap in the face.
I don't think he'd do Superman.
I think he'd do this.
The Green Lantern?
Yeah.
Like the first episode or something? Because it's going to be a TV show.
I think he could do a really good... I think he could do a really good TV show. Like, if you... Like, the town is like a little Boston Mafia bank robber, like, crime-riddled place. Like, if he does it that way... But with the Green Lanterns, I think that'd be cool. I mean, I don't know who all you could, I mean, I don't know who all you could use for space bad guys. I don't know what space bad guys there are.
I mean, if you're gonna do Green Lanterns, I'd kind of stick with the Green Lantern bad guys. Like that Red Lantern dude. I can't think of his name right now. So yeah, come at me. I forget. I'm old already.
Yeah.
So but yeah, like there's a bunch of space. There's that space pirate. There's a bunch of characters. You can do Mongol. And Hal Jordan's fought him before. So
and Mongal's already
Mongal. Oh, you're right. Mongal came out in the Suicide Squad. So there's continuity there. I don't know. It's exciting. And then right now I was on the socials, and it looked like someone asked James Gunn, how much did you reveal of Chapter 1? And he said not even half.
That's good.
So and the thing he says that they might have over Marvel, and again, it's not a contest. We like Marvel, we like DC. There's things we don't like from either. But I think what he said is that Marvel didn't have it all together as much as we thought they did. And it's true, because Thanos, I don't think, was going to be like the big bad. I think we didn't put him in the end of Avengers just as like just a fun tag.
Yeah, I don't think anyone thought that it was going to survive past Avengers.
Yeah, I don't think they were just going to continue making them. I don't think they're like, oh shit, we can do Infinity Saga.
Yeah, I think because that was like, Marvel was one of the first ones to make like movies that made money.
Yeah.
And even with those movies that made money, a lot of them sucked. Like Thor 1 and 2 suck.
Yeah.
They're bad movies. Iron Man 2.
I don't think Thor 1 is that bad, but it's not the best.
It's not. It's an episode.
Yeah. It's
an episode on Disney Plus.
Iron Man 2 is not my favorite.
Iron Man 2 is hilarious, but it sucks.
It's funny, but it's just a hype machine for Avengers.
Iron Man 3 sucks.
I like Iron Man 3.
I know I'm in the minority. Lethal Weapon 5. Because that's what that is.
I was going to say Lethal Weapon 5. Yeah. I like all the Lethal Weapons.
Like, the best trilogy is probably Captain America's.
And I'm not a big fan of Civil War. I like Civil War, but I don't consider it a Captain America movie. It's Avengers.
It's Avengers 1.5. Like, it's... But, like, yeah, Avengers is probably the best movie out of all of them.
Yeah, I think there was a poll of, like, if you had to take away certain movies, the one I would keep would be, like, Iron Man 1, Guardians, Avengers. Because I think Guardians...
Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah, Winter Soldier was the other one, yeah. I would keep those because Iron Man showed us that Iron Man was not a popular character. Mm-hmm. And with the combined forces of Favreau and Downey Jr.
Yeah, they made it happen.
They made it happen. Like, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I like Captain America 1, but Winter Soldier took it up a notch and showed us what a good sequel. Like, it's basically the Dark Knight, I think, of that Captain America trilogy.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
And Avengers showed us that, oh crap, we never... Since Wizard Magazine, or when we would be kids and fan casts, and like, oh man, we would love to see these characters, and you would never think that because it would cost like $500 billion, which is true, but they made it happen. And as much as I don't like Whedon much anymore,
I always knew.
Yeah, always knew, but it's like Avengers proved you can do it.
Yeah, that's good.
And Guardians was just like such an I didn't know who any of those characters was. Like, where I remember Rocket Raccoon, but like that's all I knew. And it's a fun Star Warsy movie.
Oh
yeah,
Jaimin baby, coming back for Fury of the Gods.
Yeah,
let's go.
But
not yet.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I'm excited with what we don't even know what else is going to be showing up.
Suicide Squad 2 should come. I mean, or like Bloodsport with Ratcatcher. Like, they need to come back. They're great.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to bring them back for like these movies or shows. I'm sure they're gonna, especially the Waller show. I'm sure they're gonna show up in there.
I hope so. Yeah, because they're great.
So I'm excited. I think my favorite one would probably be Superman and Supergirl are probably the ones I'm most excited for. The Authority I'll be interested to see.
I think that's the one I'm most excited for. Is that because it's so weird.
It's almost like they're Guardians. Like, it's such an out of the box idea.
And it's like, I mean, because I love The Boys, and that's basically
the boys and more superhero. Well, I guess they are in superhero costumes, but
it's like the good version of the
It's boys? Like a mixture of the 7 from The Boys with The Boys.
Yeah,
together. They were an amalgam.
We didn't even make amalgams.
Yeah,
Let's go. Where's
We didn't even talk about Booster
Dark
Gold.
Claw?
Yeah, Dark Claw.
Booster Gold.
They're doing Booster Gold, which is a fun character who's basically he's a guy from the future who's a washed out football player. He becomes a janitor because he can't get work. He breaks into a museum that has all these inventions from like the future from the 25th century. He comes back to our time and tries to be a superhero, and he becomes like this social media like sensation overnight. And he's kind of a joke character, but like he's also gonna be like he is an important character if you like.
Thank you, Green Lantern.
Yeah. And if you've never seen him, go back to Justice League Unlimited, and check him out there. He's great in that.
Yeah, he's awesome until we find out that he's gonna be played by Tom Holland.
Oh my God! Yeah, no, maybe he'll be played by your boy from American Werewolf in Paris because he talks him in all his animated versions.
He's too old.
He is too old.
But you're so old.
Yeah. But but I think that's it. I mean, let us know what you think. Do you have anything else to talk about this?
No, I mean they're making Vengeance 2 and Joker 2.
Yeah, the Joker 2 it's gonna be a musical with Lady Gaga, who is fine. I think for Harley Quinn, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. That's fine.
I did want that theory where it was gonna be like he was gonna fight an imposter Joker and it was gonna be Willem Dafoe. I still want to see that.
That's great.
Willem Dafoe keeps saying, I want to be Joker.
I mean, I think Willem Dafoe should just come in and kill Joaquin Phoenix. Like, if he does it like if you want to make it like really, like, because the first one is like really grounded and it's depressing. It's a depressing movie. Like, if you do it where this guy, like Willem Dafoe is like the Joker's biggest fan.
Yeah.
Like, what's that piece of shit guy who killed John Lennon?
Piece of shit. That's his name.
Yeah, that's his name. But like,
is it Oswald?
Yeah, like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
If you make it like that, that'd be so like, it'd like hurt, but it would make sense in Gotham. Like Willem Dafoe's so enamored with the Joker that he's like, I need to be him. And like he kills the Joker.
And it's almost like this weird infection of like mental disorder, just passing it on.
And they I mean, that's even part of that's canon too. Yeah. Where if
there's more than one Joker in the comic books,
but like no about the infection thing. Because I think Joker has like his heart is poisoned with something. So if Batman ever kills him, it infects.
Yeah, infects whoever kills him.
Yeah,
that would be interesting. But that's a little more sci-fi.
It's more
but yeah, I can see that. But so that's exciting. The Batman, you know what?
It's called Vengeance. It's not even called the Batman.
They said it's called the Batman Part 2. They're doing like the Godfather, or Rocky. Yeah. They're just doing it. There's Roman numerals.
Yeah. What's gonna be the last one because it's Rocky Balboa and John Ramos. Batman Wayne.
Yeah, Batman Wayne. No, they'll call
Batman
it Vengeance by then. Yeah, why not? I have to rewatch that one. Matt Reeves' The Batman. I need to rewatch it.
I don't think I have to.
I'm excited.
Pascal should play Bad Hombre though.
Clancy Brown's going to be in the Penguin Show.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
That's Sal Maroni. Yep.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I love Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown he's Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. He's Lex Luthor in Superman the Animated Series.
He's in Lost.
He's in everything. Like even
him. The Mandalorian and even
Oh, that came out. Did you see the new episode of The Mandalorian?
No, but he sucked in The Mandalorian.
I don't even remember him in that.
He was like this strong guy who looked like the lamest devil. Like it was terrible. It was a terrible design.
All right.
I mean, he's awesome, but yeah, they wasted. All
right. Well, I think that's it. We talked about the DC slate. We're super excited. We're hopeful. At the same time, we'll see. Maybe some of these things will work. Some of them won't. We'll check it out. Listen, and we're going to go see Creed 3 tomorrow and Scream 6 on Friday. So hopefully me and Alex can talk a little bit more about that stuff.
Who can Michael B. Jordan play?
Michael B. Jordan can play everybody. He can play...
He's too young to play Mr. Terrific, though.
He's only 2 years younger than I am. I thought he's older than Jonathan Majors. All right, sorry. We can talk about this
Majors later. Jonathan Majors actually might make a good Mr. Terrific.
I thought you hated Jonathan Majors.
I don't care. I don't think he's earned it.
Oh my God.
He hasn't. What has he done? Why has he been in 70 movies?
Because he's hungry, man.
I mean, that I can appreciate that, but what? Like, he came out of nowhere. I guess what? Lovecraft Country?
Lovecraft Country.
And that, because he came out
he's
in,
good in that show.
Movie after
he's
movie.
Good in that show. I mean, I didn't really enjoy the show after like the third or fourth episode, but he was good in it.
He just seems like he came he came out in so many movies
Hey,
so
man,
quickly.
as long as he doesn't LaBouffe himself, he's fine.
I mean,
he doesn't seem like he's gonna LaBouffe himself. No one's gonna LaBouffe.
Yeah, LaBouffes. I think no, he would be a cool Mr. Terrific.
At this point, Mr. Terrific. Oh, yeah, that's good. I was gonna say Icon, but yeah. You know what, James Gunn, put some milestone characters in there. I need my Static Shock.
Yeah, milestone characters would be cool.
And
bring Rocket back.
Yeah,
but instead of this being a raccoon, it's Rocket with Icon and Rocket.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Hopefully we'll do more episodes for you to listen to. Hopefully we'll do that Scream one. All right. Love you guys.